Let me check the data for today. We don't have a data, honestly. MES, open the chart, all good. Go to trading view. Sounds good. Yeah, watching myself. So I'm just want to quickly go over my gold, what is going on in the gold. So this is exactly which I saw yesterday where I depends on there's a liquidity and one rejection, taken inversion, execution, with this spot, okay, anything, something, same, best, so liquidity, this is a high stake thing, with the displacements, pullback, not a deep pullback, just a premium pullback. Market structure low, high, low 15 minutes, holding only the lower depth can be inverted, not displaced, no proper structure. That just a sweet recovery formation, both without sweat conversion without a structure should fire you getting tapped. When unfurled as liquidity zone, second target, third target, this one fire attention. So, now it's break the 25, you can clearly see that, right? This 25 break is not healthy than this. This is just the first leg for the pullback for this swing. For this swing, this is with the bar stop and how it happens. Stop first leg, so which is a stop and happen inversion, market structure shift. 25 break with the inversion. 25 break with this inversion, and executed this inefficiency and adjust that 25, hit all the way down to 50. Then next break the 50, pull back, drop all the way down to 70. Nice, nice, nice. Mhm. So it will be little off, and you can clearly see how beautifully it is stuck in this level, right? So first let's sweat, inversion, breakout structure, 25 break, not going to do the pullback. 25 break wide, 25, not only the 25 break here, but also the farewell gap of the swing, the whole swing that the last farewell gap, right? Inside the swing, because this last value got inverted. So and the higher it has a higher probability it will hold the price and push lower. The month is bearish. So this inverted fair value gap. So this inverted fair value gap, which also can break the 25, leave this inefficiency. So everything follows the price, just respect drop all it on 50. Then drop all it on 70. That's nice. Nice to see this kind of price action, but I'm not monetize that. That's the saddest thing, right? So good push, first leg, rebalance the right hand of FVG. No, it's kind of an inversion, honestly. It's created a fair value gap. But the problem is it's failed to displace through it. It's failed to displace through it. Yeah, it's inversion. It's pulled back to that Fair Valley Gap is inversion. Then just swept three candle formation. If you go to 3 in 1 minute, it's going to be three candle formation. I think I downloaded it, but I'm not sure about it. I downloaded it. So three candle formation. Yeah, it's good, bro. Good, bro. We can even try this, right? Inversion. Boom. Retest the 25. Retest the Fair Valley Gap. We enter. Or else we can enter here to stop with these highs. That's a really good trade. So I want to go to forum. I want to see what's going on here. After this good push to the upside, we started drops down. Take this liquidity. Okay. Stuff this liquidity inside this inefficiency. Inside this inefficiency. So we got the 4 hour inefficiency right here with internal liquidity. And we got a really nice drop after this break. So yeah, goes up. So for this range, price goes up, take one, two, not the right. One too high has been swept. Market structure shift with this inversion, nice displacement, nice. Beautiful. So, so we could you check this as well as for this range. We are at equilibrium level combined with this liquidity level. Yeah. Okay. Now it drops all the way down bro. After this spread trade all the way down. The whole thing is just a lost leg manipulation, right? Last pair earlier that hold the price boom, clear with the first leg, clear out a lot of ton of liquidities, fail to take the size. One and two has been taken. Boom, trade up, swap this major liquidity, boom, swept, rebalance, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, swept, and the whole breakout structure with nice displacement. So we have a really good fair okay. Let me see what is going to happen now. 15 minutes. After price drop down to this level, it's really good backup. 3 minutes, anything that's coming. So after this drop, price just trading back half higher. That I don't like it. So I want to mark the 15 minutes gap. What is going to happen inside this range? Last bar alligator of the late, like drop. Bar alligator. What is going to happen? 3 minutes, 5 minutes, yeah, 5 minutes. I just want the 5 minutes gap. What about 15 minutes? We don't have any gaps in 15 minutes. 5 minutes, we do have the gap. 3 minutes. Yes, of course, we almost pretty much inverted this gap and leave this inefficiency rate. So in 3 minutes, as soon as price take this liquidity zone, you can clearly see price clearly inverted this guy and leave this gap open. So we can look for buying here, targeting higher prices. If it's print a model, okay. Out about 1 minute. So in 1 minute, not a clean market structure shift, it drops just straight up higher. Let me see. Let me stay in 1 minute, 5 minutes, and watch what's going to happen. And also, I want to see the sessions. So, according to my knowledge, it's under Asian session, boom, break, right? Asian session open, break, boom, consolidation. Break, last five again. Some break and displacement. Just pull back for this one. Holding, boom, retest, swept, break, sweep. Then it's given. Why? It's already took one, two, three. One, like that. One, two, right? One, two, and three major liquidity has been taken. and paste in the first leg, sweat and breakout structure, and just drop the overnight. It just drops, right? Agilent Technologies, entry-level pharmaceutical and production technician post on. I will go through it. Just give me a moment. Indicators. hmm. And as you can clearly see, there's huge drop. Asian session just manipulating higher, drop lower, then this gap, green plate. Out of was bearish. This is Asian session manipulating higher. Last finally you're following the break, displaced, pullback, just drops down, break. So it just keeps dropping, brother. Just keeps dropping, keeps dropping to take this lows. And for the range, for the whole range, we are at just below the 55, 50 DRT, and we swept this liquidity, and we are tapping the 405 again, and we are giving this 5 minutes crystal clear in motions. But I don't like to do this because since I don't find any good clean model other than this inversion. So just a clean inversion. So just a clean inversion here. And let's leave this gap open. And if it drops down and gives some sort of inversion to the upside, I would love to take it. Some internal sweep. Otherwise, I don't want to engage in this trade. So honestly, I strongly believe it's just a pullback. It's just a pullback for this swing. So, and for this side of this level, so if it's break this level, we can expect the price to reach this highs where we can expect the Fair Valley gap is there. Yep, the pretty got swept. If it's trade back, trade back up higher, we can expect the price exactly to that 50%. If the next candle close above, so we can technically expect the price to reach this height for below. This is where the break the non-stop close candle break here. 1 hour breaker, 1 hour inversion fair value gap, 1 hour fair value gap. So this is where I expect the price to heading back. So I got the 5 minute inversion. That's clean. That's a clean inversion. I wait to see if price come back, show some rejection, go up. Otherwise, I don't want to take this trade. So I'm just waiting 3 minutes. I'm just waiting and seeing what's happening here. Since I find nothing in other time frames, just an inversion, just a goddamn inversion going upside, brother. An inversion going up. Okay, let me see. I just want to see a lot of things. Okay, I get it. That's one thing. That's cool. One thing to complain about. Okay. XAUUSD. What is my model, bro? My model. Checklist, right? Inversion, liquidity engaged, inversion, FEG creation, liquidity sweep, inversion, fair value gap creation with market structure shift. So liquidity swept, inversion, fair value creation with market structure shift, entry, entry under breaker or FEG. Breaker la time breaker or FEG la pull limit orders. Breaker or FEG limit order. Breaker or FEG it should be a limit order. Stop all the way to same height. That's what I like to put. So this is my model. Liquidity engaged, inversion, we got the FPG creation with market structure shift, and we got the fair value gap. So entry good. So what else I should do? Entry should be at breaker or FPG, FPG, created FPG limit order. Should be a limit order. Stop all the way to swing high. Stop all the way to swing high. High, low, high, low, high, low. Does that make sense? From here to here. This is what I expect the price to. This is also investment is really the biggest section this place. So let me see brother. Holy fuck, bro. It's a really crazy morning. Only thing which I can expect this in motion, bro. This 5 minutes. Really good, not a V recovery, right? V recovery. Bro. Clearly got inverted, bro. No compromise. Both got clearly inverted. Next target would be obviously this. If I'm just got this range, next target would obviously this. Target would be this. This is a crucial. This is the that I expect my price to going towards. So I'm just watching the price action. So I'm just watching the price action. I'm not taking anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching it. Okay. Stop audio to string high. MES. So XAUSD, my model and liquidity engaged, liquidity needs to be engaged, inversion needs to happen. We don't have the market structure shift yet. We got the inversions, we got liquidity sweep, but we don't get the market structure shift. That's by high prices. That's something lacks here. So I wait for the price to come back to this range, give some consolidation, give the internal sweep, give the market structure shift. Then we can expect high prices. Otherwise, I don't want it. So if it's close above 25, we would do expect the price continue higher towards the equilibrium level. Otherwise, I mean yes. So my model liquidity plus inversion opposite candle needs to invest. If it needs to create it with market structure shift with proper displacement. So my entry would probably be if the thing is little short. I would put entry around. I don't expect that level. If there is any fair value gap around the breaker, we can use the breaker plus fair value gap. If there is no fair value gap around the breaker, if it's little higher, we can target the fair value gap, or else we can target the breaker. So those 2 points we can expect. We can expect honestly. So once after the push, once the price turn around like this, we got really nice push towards upside. A really nice push towards upside. And if I plot this and see this, we get a really nice push towards upside. And if I need to check this. The only problem is there is no shift of structure. Good push to the upside. Only problem and the 25 combined with this beautiful fair value gap. Let me see what is going to happen. There is no market structure shift. There is no structure shift. That's a whole. That's where it's kind of not good. Not make me feel good. I don't know. So I'm just from this high to this low, just respecting that 25 and just dropping down. Let me see what is going to happen. Should I Should look this? Should I look this? Should I? That's what I want to see for this expansion. I need to take it based on this 50 or else this 75. Based on this 50 or else this 75, if it's give some sort of entry model here, then we can shoot higher. Let's see. So one thing is over. Now I want to look the MES. MES, MES. MES is just drops drawing. What is this? Data is delayed. Fuck. Go to forward and delete everything. Holy fuck. MES, the data is delayed by 10 minutes because of exchange requirements to get real-time data of Chicago Mercantile Exchange Global Globex. So I just want to mark the previous day highs or the previous day low has been taken, liquidities has been taken. We are holding out of this gap. Okay, fine. So what else I could say? After this good push towards upside, market drops, break this level, consolidate a bit and drops. Trying to sell off. Okay. Mm, okay, previous day range. Everything has been taken. Previous week low has been taken. So everything has been like goes up, start expanding our beautiful. Previous week low has been taken, this low has been taken, we are out of this gap. So if I'm just plot this out, so this is a 25 year TV sites, this 50 to 60 level. Let me share 25. So yeah, just drops down. Take all the previous days low. This liquidity has been indicated here. So there is literally this liquidity. I just marked out this liquidity here. So this liquidity zones has been one, two, three, and this also has been taken. And we are trying to invert this gap. And obviously you can expect some continuation to this downside for a while. So liquidity has been like you can lose, bro. You can lose. You can lose. And this is the draw. Right? The price just goes up. And like the last value that hold the price, the last value that hold the price, but steep identification, rate of structure inversion, just keep displacement. Just keep displacement. Equal lows, this lows, and just keep displaced. So the final draw, final low would be this. From forward perspective, the final low would be this. And the points from this point to this point is 93 points. I don't think so. I don't think so. So one is strong bearish. This takes all these lows. Okay. And 15 just drop. London Shushing drop. Asian drop. London drop. Nice drop. 15 minutes drop. Finance drop. It just drops the drops. Okay. Go to 15 minutes, see the section. This is the breakout section. Nice drop to the downside. Take all this liquidity. Roll straight back further to probably to the equilibrium level. I don't know. Can I take the whole range? This is so this whole range from this high to this low. These are 25. These are 50. You just take from this high to this high, like this to this high to this mega structure which leave this moon. This is under level cool. This high will distribute this. Mm. So I'm just watching, curiously watching, just do not drags down, holding this wire earlier, holding this wire earlier, just waiting and watch what's happening. Mm-hmm. NES for 2 minutes. Holy fuck. Just mark it up and just rips up higher to the equilibrium of this range. Mhm. I was there for 9:30 to 9:45. So 9:45 candle manipulating here. Step this high, holding out of this 15 minutes gap. For the range, we are at equilibrium level. And 9:30 to 9:45 candle. Taking wait and see what is going to happen inside this range. Don't think too much. MES needs to be SMT plus liquidity engaged. SMT, liquidity engaged, inversion, market structure shift, plus FPG creation, SMT, liquidity sweep, inversion, market structure shift, FPG creation, plus displacement to, to my draw displacement, SMT, liquidity sweep, inversion, market structure shift, FPG creation, displacement, same entry criteria. Break entry would be breaker or FPG is equal to um, higher. So these are the criteria which I want to say. SMT, liquidity, inversion, market share. 1 is to 1.5 RR. That's my risk reward ratio. Almost 1.5 hour. Almost 1.5 hour. Inversion biology. Cool. So it's literally goes up, drops, pull back to the 3 minute gap, drops, break the 15, let it come to 25 at this point, right? Let me see. It someone இதெல்லாமே இருந்தா மட்டும் தான் இதெல்லாமே இருந்தா மட்டும் நமக்கு liquidity engage ஆயிடுச்சு. Liquidity engage ஆயிடுச்சு, market stabilization கிடைக்கல. But inversion கிடைச்சிருக்கு. And it's pulling back to that inversion. So waiting to see some clean new market making orders. What kind of plan it is? The whole range of how to say it. Like it open, it goes up, equilibrium level, align with 10 minutes, get that 1 minute inversion, get that 1 minute inversion go, and the last three series of candles break below, and just drop. It's okay. The last one to three candle, here it's break below, you got this inversion, just drop. I'm just curiously watching what's going on. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Hmm. Nice displacement. Draw. Boom. Draw. Let's go to the engagement attachment. 3 minute 5 minute everything has been engaged. So not waiting. I'm just waiting and watching it. I just want to see a proper model like common speed, then it goes up, something like that. Since it doesn't give a market structure sheet, right? That's something feels wrong. Even if it's inverse, if it's break this high, even if this gets inversed and break this high, we can enter the trade with the stop of this low, right? Because it's almost problem because the thing is it's a good trade. The risk reward ratio would be little skewed. Honestly, yes, if I'm entering here, risk would be 12 per budget for $20, but my risk reward ratio would be 23 points, which is pretty good. Hmm. First 15 minutes goes up, tap, drop stop. MES. Against drop C chart and 56. Eliminating tick. 1 is 1. Forget that rate. Either I would engage here, either I would enter my trade here and put my stop here and expect some continuation towards upside because liquidity taken big displacement in already everything has been noted here. And price drop down because there's inversion candle and then 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes fair value gap for the range equilibrium level coupled with for this inversion it is 50%. For this inversion it's consequent encroachment which aligned with 5 minutes or 3 minutes inefficiency. You give a really good push to the upside. Let me see. If it's break above this high, you could go for an entry. You start by this low, expecting a continuation as well as break this high, you can go break even. And that's how it is, baby. If it's not, just let it be. So 9:30 to 9:45 range. Let me see what is going to happen. This drops, right? So pull back to the 15 minutes. Nice. Universal candle. It looks very good. It drops quite orientated. Maybe it seems like the again if this is initial events. Goes market open, goes up, expecting the 15 minutes. You get this inversion. That this low has been pretty good. I don't think I'll get. You get this inversion. Get a break. Next displacement. Pull back. I didn't get the innovation. It seems like it's heading towards this. Okay. Let it be. Holy fuck. Perfect problem. Come on, bro. Fuck. Oh, fuck spot. You have no idea that I'm not going to I don't know. Oh, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. High, low, high, low. Respectable. Low, Allah can respect the counseling placement. But fine. High, low, 3.2. Where I get constant placement of Allah respect I pay drop at the I want to see what's going on here. So, Kanamutang factory, Kanamutang circle, Kanamutang circle, without the radar resistance, similar to analysis, 50% of rejection, without going to clear that emotion, not and clean image. currently in British Columbia, we put it in that. British Columbia cannot that plane. Waiting for this to play emotion as displacement message. Obviously, blood over the current. Please remember, Abhishek, because there is not children. Just, just people just use it for this, just to pull back. Drops down. Yes, the one partner. That's something you can do about it. Regular this whole level just drops. So we can clearly see emotion. We can clearly see this emotion and nice respect concept there. Nice. We respect inside this level. So you can attack here and put the stop here and as much as break this or you can break on the break. But I don't like to do those kind of things. I just wait and watch what's gonna happen next. And here nothing more different. Some sort of liquid has to be taken. Brace taken, straight back to the fire again, drops down and straight back up. Right? Taken, again, drops.
You can't trade like someone else. The edge has to become interesting with yourself. But because everyone has different risk tolerances, preferences, and things like that. Rather than me trying to be best the next great trader, I would suggest trying to be the best version of yourself. And so doing, you want to become the best the next great trader. But don't try and become the great trader. Just try and become the best version of you, which is how accurate am I to that? How much am I sticking close to my plan? You can't.
So these are my model. Bold is very necessary. This is the questions that you need to ask at the end of the session.
All right, what's your first thing? So on with three new Samsung folding phones today, increasing order of interestingness. So we've got a new Z Flip 8, then a new Z Fold 8 Ultra, and then a Z Fold 8. I promise that's the correct order. Okay, so the new Flip, the Flip 8, looks a lot like the Flip 7, but it's a bit thinner and lighter. Otherwise, this is going to be a safe incremental upgrade, which is right in line with what we've been expecting from Samsung. It does get the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy to match the S26 series with all of its performance and image processing pipeline and NPU. And then little things, like they beveled the inner edges to make the phone slightly easier to open, and they improved the cover screen experience to be a bit more like a regular outside screen. Pull down from the left for notifications, pull down on the right for quick settings, and then up from the bottom to get your apps. It's fine. Is being 8 grams lighter and half
Back
a
to 40%
millimeter
level.
thinner going to make a
Nice
difference to someone
respect.
who has
But my
last year's phone or
conversion
the year before?
just drops.
No,
Let's keep
but
on
this is the
keep on getting
slow and steady
inversion.
improvement
So
that
obviously
we've
price
come to
in
expect
the
from
bearish
Samsung.
state
So then
it's trying
speaking
to
of
break
slow and
this
steady
level. So
year-over-year
that's what
improvement, this is now the 8th generation of the big one, the Galaxy Z Fold. Now, honestly, they've been on this slow and steady thing for so long that it's felt like even though they kind of started first, a lot of the more aggressive competition has caught up and passed them. So what did Samsung do with this new generation of the big fold? Well, it is a small incremental improvement again, but then they also did something really clever, which you'll see what I mean in a second. So new Snapdragon chip again, check. Also slightly thinner and lighter than last year, check. But then they've also updated the ultra wide camera to a new 50 megapixel sensor, so it can now shoot 8K video alongside the same 200 megapixel primary as last year. And the telephoto is also unchanged, but will in fact use some silicon in their battery. It's an 8.5 out of 10, which was incredible, and left Samsung looking a little bit behind. But now, with a new titanium alloy film behind the OLED, along with a titanium backplate, they've also made a pretty big step towards getting rid of their own crease down the middle. I would say it's not perfect, like it's not quite reaching Oppo's level. If Oppo's a 10 out of 10, I feel like this is an 8.5 out of 10, but it is way better than last year, which would be like a 5. So by the time you turn the display on and actually look at content on it. Plus, there's a new anti-reflective coating and a 3000 nits max brightness. So you really don't see much crease at all anymore, which is awesome. And then bonus, Samsung is also now starting to use some silicon in their batteries. Now, they haven't gone nearly as far as Oppo, or again, some of the more aggressive competition. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised given Samsung's history with batteries. But this is the biggest battery ever in a Samsung Fold, now at 5,000 milliamp hours. And for the first time, they're actually updating the charging speed as well, 25 to 45 watts wired, and from 15 to 20 watts wireless. So then, Samsung also dropped a new Fold into the lineup. And they're doing something really clever here with position, or at least I think so. So basically, we all expect in a few short months to see Apple unveil the first foldable iPhone. And word on the street is it's also going to be like a shorter, squatter, smaller, like passport style aspect ratio. Now, Samsung has been making foldables for a long time. This is the 8th generation. And years ago, we briefly flirted with that passport shaped foldable, like the first Oppo Find N and the first gen Pixel Fold were this shape. But then eventually the industry kind of collectively moved on and settled on the candy bar shape that Samsung's leading with today, where it kind of just looks like a normal, slightly tall phone when it's closed, and then it opens up to this big square. So in case Apple's going to come along and try to change everyone's mind about this brand new, innovative passport-shaped fold that's suddenly so reachable that we've never seen before, Samsung is also dropping a passport-shaped fold, and they're positioning it specifically underneath their candy bar style fold. So that's why the candy bar shape is now getting the Ultra name added to the end of it. So it's now the Z Fold 8 Ultra. And this brand new smaller passport style fold is just the regular Z Fold 8. So when Apple comes along in September, oh, that's cool. You guys finally made a fold. That's cute. But we have one just like it. But we also have one that's better, the Ultra. But anyway, this smaller phone is actually really interesting. It's got all of the same stuff I talked about with the Ultra, right? The titanium flex hinge, very little crease, the new anti-reflective coating, a little bit of silicon in the battery, but it is very much a smaller phone. Like the whole thing is very thin and really light. 201 grams to be exact. And it's so thin and short, it's honestly reminding me, and let me cook here, it's reminding me of the good parts of the Surface Duo. The good parts, the really nice, but then the Ultra is, it's for the power user. It's the person who's doing a ton of multitasking, multiple apps open next to each other at once. That's what it's always been good at. That big open screen in the middle is basically two phones side by side. But the new smaller Fold 8, well, this is being positioned just a bit more as like a media focus type of size. The outer screen is 5.5 inches. It's a 10 by 16 aspect ratio with pretty thin bezels all the way around. But then that makes the inside screen 7.6 inches instead of 8. And now it's a 4:3 aspect ratio and 3000 nits max brightness. So it's just as powerful on paper. It's got all the same specs, but the smaller form factor and the smaller displays make it a bit less ideal for mobile.
It's nothing, bro. It's just takes liquidity, pull back to the 15 minutes, just drops down. holding this, boom, nothing should just, it is catchy here. I just want to humble pops up, respect this level without from very easy drops, trying again, comes, this fidget comes, obviously we could take this level. So if it's considered bearish, what else I could expect with that? అలాగా இல்ல நீ தோணுது கதவை ஆமா ம் ப்ரோ எனக்கு அந்த 69 நாள் போடுறேன் இப்போ அடுத்த வருஷம் அடுத்த வருஷம் வர மாதிரி அடுத்த வருஷம் ஜூன் வரையும் வர மாதிரி எனக்கு ஒரு மெயில் வந்துருந்துச்சுல ஆமா அது வந்து இந்த ஜேசிக்கு போடுற மாதிரி போட்டிருந்தாங்க அடுத்த ஆமா மாசம் மாசம் வரும் ஜூன் வரையும் அது வந்து அதுதான் அன்டாரியம் கார்பன் டேட்டுங்கிறது வந்து 6 மந்த்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு வாட்டி வரும் 6 மந்த்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு வாட்டி $200 இந்த மாதிரி வந்து வரும் அது கார்பன் டேட் இது வந்து ட்ரில்லியன் பிளான் ஆனா எனக்கு வந்து இதுலயே வந்துருது ஆக்சுவலா அதுலயே டைரக்ட் டெபாசிட் ஆயிடுது ஓ Liquidity engaged. You get the break with this inversion. This is also getting inverted, so this is where we can enter the trade. Start with the swing low. This will be the targets. Liquidity engaged. Okay, so wait for the break. No, wait for the break before entering. No. Back for the direct is one certain version, which is good. That's again the center, which is that's let's go for the entry for the time. I would not have wanted to basic complaint. India just ridiculously ridiculous. I don't know. അതെന്തോന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എടുക്കപ്പെടാതെ ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ടില്ല P1 quiz. We call it requested share. Molecular address. Divided by much. This inversion. This build. Defective. Defective. Inversion. Represent London. The product frequencies inversion and we get this feedback indicates methodical and parallel data chart. What are the important No, no, but no, Papa. So, இது நார்த்லயா? ஆமா. இன்னும் போயிட்டு தான் இருக்கா?
இன்னும் எதுவும் இருக்க முடியாது. அதுதான் அவங்க போகணும்னு சொல்றாங்க.
மோடியாவா?
மோடி
ம்.
எஜுகேஷன் மினிஸ்டர்.
ம்.
வேற ஏதோ
என்ன நீட் பேப்பர் எல்லாம் விட்டானுமா?
நரேந்திர பிரசாத் ஒரு எஜுகேஷன் மினிஸ்டர்.
ம்.
ஒடிசாக்காரன் அவன். ஒடிசால சேஞ்ச் பண்ண கிடையாது. ஆனா பிஜேபி ஒடிசால ஜெயிச்சதுக்கு பெரிய காரணம் அவன் தான். அவன் வந்து ரிசைன் பண்ண வைக்கலாம் இவங்க. அது அவங்களே பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா ஒரு பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. இவங்க சொல்லி பண்ண வச்சிட்டாங்க அப்படிங்கிறதுனால போது பண்றாங்க. எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்துக்கிட்டு இப்ப நல்லா இதாக்கி விட்டானுங்க. அதை எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்துக்கிட்டு பண்ண சொல்றாங்க. இப்ப அவன் பண்ண வச்சானா அவனை சொல்லி பண்ண மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு அவங்களுக்கு அடிவாங்கும். பாப்பா ஜோன்ஸ் தான் ஆர்டர் போடுறாங்க பீஸா. யாரு? இல்ல நானும் அவன் தான் போட்டோம் நைட்டு. ஆமா நேற்று நைட்டு போட்டோம். அதான் நேற்று இது கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன் எல்லாம் ஆஃபர் இருக்கு. பாப்பா ஜோன்ஸ் பை ஒன் கெட் ஒன் போட்டுருந்தோம். தெரியும் அதான் நானும் சொன்னேன் அவன்கிட்ட பாப்பா ஜோன்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் பை ஒன் கெட் ஒன் போடுறேன். அவன் பீஸா வரியா நடந்து வரியாமா. சொன்னாமா நான் சாப்பாடே வந்து என்ன போறேன்னு அவன் கையில காசு கேட்பான் அப்படின்னா எந்த கையில காசு இருக்கா வா அப்படின்னு Bye bro.
Idea is example. If this cannot get inverted, I most probably not willing to be in this trade. I could not stop here at the general, but I will cut my trade as soon as it's getting inverted. As soon as it gets inverted, can I close here? I will close my trade. I will cut my trade. That's it. Until then, I let the trade run. Use this high. It may be first target or the break-even point, whatever it is. Can you find? Not bad. Let's see. So, entered be here a little confused. Everything we don't have is repeated already engaged here. You can clearly see the last found value holding, draw here this left and this external liquidity. Wait for the data structure motion. What happened? Drop down. Fail to breach this load. Fail to breach this load. Instead, takes up a line. Fail to breach this load. Instead, give this inversion. That doesn't matter. I need to see the data structure at least this, right? So this I this has been tweaked, very good break, which is a really good break, and it's created an inefficiency. One and two inefficiency is getting tapped the next for her. So this candle, it's break the structure with this inversion, with this one, with this inversion. This is a really good candle to enter. This is a good candle, and this is also a good candle with this to enter. So I don't like to see any place close. Okay. Let's see. Definitely, definitely, definitely. It is just 3.3 dollars risk. Not more than that. I don't like to see anything and use the body, use the slow. With a tight stop loss. Let's see. Let's see. If it is rebalanced, cut bridge, inversion, grid, on the view, start, bridge position, and application for the production. What do you understand? Liquid engaged. Already perfectly balanced. Already balanced internal extension stack. Wait for the break. Not legal support the last one. In the case of the emotion getting out. Very evidently that emotion is control of the matter. Emotion plus clean place. And three, stop at the low, which we get this in current efficiency. In tab. In two, one, three. Reason why I entered here, identify the infiltrate emotion. Identify the infiltrate emotion. Identify beautiful work. Nice action. Identify that infiltrate emotion and the spring. This is allows for a way that got inverted. So and I just wait. His best drops down. Don't take this internal, take this internal. Tap this motion for Valga, holding out the picture of as soon as I get the camera close the body scene and what I'm going to see something at the same time. Just enter. So now we technically start working this down to this point. Now let's start this one point. Yes. I don't like the liquidity speed. I can clearly see this in motion. In motion. It is pretty good. It's pretty. Oh, so M15 got clearly sweet. M15 got clearly inverted here. Beautiful. Next time it's a doji candle. Next time we choose an upside. That's good. I target at least. This one is my target is at least this liquidity one. This liquidity should be the current. This liquidity should be the target. We target this liquidity. If we get the structure shift, if we get the structure shift, if this goes on here. If it's not, it's going to be a step class design. I don't like the speed. I don't like the speed. We actually have to this stage. True. And catch one more trade. $30 again. If it's a winner, it will be great. If it's a loser, card, three comes series. That's nice. Let's see. I don't know. Nice reactions were entered. We see how the flow. Again, 1.3080, which is $20. Outputs. Not entering here. I expected the rejection. She entered for a nice rejection. So for a nice rejection. So first, let's break this out. Let's go. So we try to back. So try to let it go. Mhm. Okay. So far, we lost $328. A little bit experience. So, yeah, so far, we lost too much money. And we're not $200 spent. No, not under it. We need to take maybe under $200 better last spent. They can $200. They can just give me last Monday, last Tuesday, last Wednesday, last Thursday. Fucking hell. There is any trade for 3 months. No, honestly, no, man. I trade simple minutes. Better money, right? Of course, that is better. Another thing. Sorry, I'm not able to just a small little time stuff. It's a model, honestly, no model based, but developing various jobs. Change that, but how you can day to day capturing, but you're just continuing. You don't let putting its immersion, mass displacement, mass forwarding and suggestions of this guides and this. Market open range, market open range. Innovation has displacement, feedback, holding this idea, and regardation innovation. In this innovation, obviously, price not this. The times in this I was protected. So the respect, consolidate, don't consolidate, manipulate, consolidate, manipulate, and last time, strict, something like that. Strict this internal, with this innovation, and this collection. No, 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 no. Poetry. No, one and three, that's breaker.